Hello everyone, this is my week 2 discussion board. I'd like to talk about a conflict that I had while I was working at Macy's. This was my second year of college. I had gotten a job working retail and customer service, and I worked specifically in the returns department. So it was a very busy job, very fast-paced, and very stressful, especially during the holiday season. So naturally, when tensions are high, it can't always be the easiest thing to work with your coworkers. And I remember I had one particular coworker who, in one of the TED Talks, we learned about problematic individuals or dysfunctional individuals, or just someone who is a straight-up bully. And this was kind of the scenario with this person. They had a certain kind of behavior and just a way that they carried themselves that they had a particular issue with everyone else in the department. So for the most part, we were all in the same age group. There were only like maybe 2 other people that weren't college age, and this person was, I think, just gotten out of high school. And they had a lot of issues, either with someone's fashion, what they wore to work, or the way that they spoke to customers, that someone spoke to like proper or sounded like they had too much of a customer service voice. They always had an issue. So I think the first thing that we did as a group, me and everyone else in that department who had a problem with this individual, was that we spoke to our manager about it, and at which point we had a meeting where everyone could kind of get their grievances out, because this was already at a point where there was like noticeable conflict in the department. So that person had started like yelling at other coworkers, and other coworkers had started yelling at her, and the manager did eventually have a talk with her, but it never really seemed to work because this employee was also like very fake with the manager, and she just totally saw a different person than what all of us were saying. And that was kind of the extent of the disciplinary action that she received. She was never fired or written up, but the way that we kind of as a group, I say we because it was legitimately like the entire department, the return department, that had an issue with this person. We kind of decided as a group just to not engage with her at all, to keep emotions totally out of it, but a step beyond just keeping it professional, almost to the point where we just ignored her, because she would just do things like any day that there wasn't a manager in the store, she would just sit out or take like an extra hour on her lunch, and instead of complaining about it or going to management about it, we would just pretend we were like a person down that entire day. And it almost kind of worked, because they eventually started to be less personal with us. So by us being almost giving her the cold shoulder, she kind of stopped caring to a certain extent, and just we reached a point where it was at least professional. So yeah, I think the key in this instance was keeping calm, not being emotional at all, and also paying attention to the different ways that she would interact with us. Like you can tell when she was going to go on lunch, she was going to take an extra hour, and just not like rising to it, not letting the things that she did get us upset. That was really the key in this scenario. Thank you.